Okay, so welcome, Caroline. So you've recently graduated on the Master Diploma in Spiritual Life Coaching and Energy Psychology. So
Yes.
we're going to interview you today. We're going to show off your skills. We're going to talk about your transformation and the type of
Mhm.
people that you've now gone on to help.
Mhm.
So let's start by saying, well, let me congratulate you first because it's a big
Thank you.
achievement to
Yeah,
finally get that certificate under your belt because it's intense.
I know, yeah, but I really enjoyed every part of it. It's
Good.
really
I'm
good.
glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. And what was really special about you is you helped other people on their journey. So I know
Mm.
you buddied up. People were going, having their own transformations,
Mm.
their own life situations were cropping up, and I know that you were a personal support
Mm.
for others
Yeah.
on the course. So you've obviously got that in you to be that guide for other.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So tell me, because you were corporate based.
Yes, yeah, so still am.
Yeah.
So, still corporate based, but I did within my corporate role, I'm a sales leader. So I've always been coaching in a sense for quite a long time, probably 20 plus years. Um, but a lot of business coaching. And
Yeah.
I think I realized that, there was still blocks for people
Yeah.
during the business coaching. And so it was stopping them achieving everything that they could really achieve. And a lot with corporate, you focus a lot on the financials, but not on how people feel. And this is where I feel that it's certainly, besides the business I now have, it's also helped with the my current role, to be able to really understand why people are not achieving the success they want to. And by asking the right questions, you can go a lot deeper with the answers and the beliefs that they have.
Absolutely. Such a
Mm,
good point. And that's one of the reasons why I had to combine the holistic and spiritual side with the traditional human personal
yes.
development side, because you can only go so deep if you don't know what's beneath the surface for a client, or the other
Mm,
factors that are affecting that person's choices, behaviors, reactions, results. Then you
yes.
can't really push them forward to the end goal.
No. And a lot of the time they don't realise what the blocks are or even that they've got them,
Yeah,
until you start questioning that and bringing it out in
yeah,
them. And then they go on to a much more successful life.
and that's what we want.
Yes.
So, how was life before the course? So, tell us what was leading up to you seeing me, seeing the academy, and then
Yeah. Um, from a young age, I've realised that I wanted to help people, and that came across a lot in towards sort of mental health ways and improving people's mental health. So I just didn't know how I could do that, and it's took me quite a long time to realise how I can do it. And the right time came, and I thought I need to do something that's not just psychology and Western based. I wanted to combine the two with sort of Eastern ancient traditions, as well as the neuro changes that you can make that's come out in science in recent times, along with some of the Western traditions as well, so that you can combine it all and have more of a holistic view. So that's what I was looking for, and that's where I came across the spiritual life coaching, and I thought, this is it, this is what I've been looking for a
amazing.
long time,
Yeah,
and it was there.
yeah. Okay, so you just had this feeling that this is what you wanted to do with your life. It was a bit of a calling, that some
Yes.
people might say. What transformation or change did it make in your life by taking the course? What's changed as a result?
So I think it gave me a lot more confidence to actually talk transformationally with people, rather than, as you mentioned earlier, are just at the surface. So it really gave me that confidence to know that this gives results. So these are the questions I need to be digging deep with. Also, it helped because I suffered with anxiety for quite a long time, and it helped with my anxiety just using some of the methods, so like meditation, EFT, the visualizations. And I thought, this works for me, why wouldn't it work for other people who are
Yeah.
suffering the same way?
Mm.
And not just with anxiety, but just with changes in their lives. So, like big changes like the menopause, or other changes that might be happening for them, and how they cope with that. And these methods can help you cope with anything, I find. And so
Yeah.
I really wanted to coach people in that way.
Mm. What's been your favorite what's been your biggest insight or aha moment or greatest, breakthrough through the course?
Yeah, I think for me, EFT, because when I first did it, and I did it with one of the other ladies, Paula Madden, who's a great coach, and she was coaching me because, at the time I had quite a lot of coaching, and we did EFT, and I thought, what's this when I first done it, and how does this work? But I had a migraine at the time, and we weren't working on the migraine, we were working on emotions. And by the end of it, my migraine had gone. And I thought, this is amazing. I've never had anything except painkillers that could take away that migraine once it starts. And I thought, there's something behind this, that your physical symptoms are really part of your emotions. And
That's
if you can tap into that, tapping literally, then it works,
yeah.
It's just finding that what those
And
emotions
you
are.
Yeah, and you can now do that with other people. So tell
Yes,
people what you're doing now and who you're working with, because and I see you on social media, you've now gone up to do your own thing, you're coaching,
yes.
you're in groups. So tell us who you're working with.
Yeah, so I've got my own business now called Energy Inspired, and it's coaching ladies in the main, with regards with what I've said, anxiety, stress, changes, goal setting as well. And recently I set up a Facebook group called Energy Inspired, and I did my first group session last Saturday, which went really well.
Oh my goodness, that's so
And I realised, this is one way of, because I've always wanted to get out to many people and
mm,
thinking about how could I do that, because one-to-one coaching is wonderful, but you also need to reach other people.
uh-huh.
And I realised that these, the group sessions and workshops, etc., are a way to get a much wider audience. And from that, I've had 3 referrals already. So I know that I can reach more people doing this, which is very exciting.
That's amazing because, if you think back to when you first started this, you didn't
Mm,
have that level of confidence
no,
where you put yourself out there, go on social media, be on groups,
yes,
running groups. I mean, it's amazing because this is what happens, right? Paul is the same.
yes,
Lack confidence in the beginning, but as you go through this, you're changing personally your
yes,
inner terrain, what you
yes,
believe about yourself, what you believe you can do. You
yeah,
reach your full potential and you
mm,
put the action in to back up and align
mm,
yourself with your values and your goals,
mm,
and you're doing it. So
mm,
that's amazing. So how do you feel like going from, if you think back to where you were,
mm,
possibly couldn't even imagine yourself being on social media and
no,
talking
no.
that way.
Yeah,
So
I'm really proud of what I've done and what the course has given me. And there's a lot of work involved. There's a
mm,
lot of inner work,
yeah,
but of course you have to do that and come out the other side. And there's been some painful times as well. But that's part of inner work, and it just gives me that strength to be able to do anything now and know that I can take this further and
yeah,
have the confidence to do that.
well done. So what advice would you give to somebody who's thinking about joining the course but maybe are not sure?
Yeah, I'd say go for it.
Yeah,
Definitely go for it because it will change your life
yeah,
and it will transform everything that you do. So
yeah.
I'd say definitely go for it.
Thank you. So we'll put links if people want to work with you, if they want to join your group,
Hmm.
we'll show you where to find you.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you so much, Caroline, and well done. And we will keep sharing your success for you and
Thank you,
showcase
Emily.
what you do. It's amazing.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Take care,
Bye.
my love. See you soon.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.